right, welcome back, everybody. So, today I have a dog on the floor. So, if you hear jingling keys, that is her um, hopping around. Don't worry about her. Yep, thank you for all your help. You are a great support. Her name is Ellie. But today I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna try. I know how to make this. I've made this cake before. I've just only ever made it in small amounts. I'm gonna make a German chocolate cake today, and I'm pretty sure I have all the ingredients right here. I think I just want to jump into it. Yep, there are cats here too. Everybody's in my business, but that's okay. But yeah, let's just get into it. So, in this bowl, I have my Greek yogurt, my oil, my eggs, my buttermilk, and I'm gonna let this all mix while I weigh out the dry stuff. I have all my dry ingredients weighed out, measured out, and now I'm just gonna mix it all together. I'm gonna make sure everything's evenly distributed before I start adding it to my wet mixture. You know what's crazy is I tried filming this recipe a few months ago, and it just completely went south. Every aspect of it went terribly. The stream I was doing kept dropping. The cakes turned out great, but it was like the entire time I thought it was streaming, but really the stream had dropped and nobody got to see the recipe for the cake, which is this cake. And then when I got back on, there was a heckler. There was a heckler in the crowd. It was the only person watching the stream, and he was shitting on me the whole time. I was like, oh, this is fun. This should be fun. And you know what? I kept trying to just persevere. And I really did. Honestly, I put together I was doing this, but in cupcakes. I was doing this in cupcake form. And, I really did persevere. I just pushed through it. And I was like, you know what? I have to get this done one way or another. So I just kept going. But it was not fun. I think that was the last stream I did, really. And that's why I kind of took a break, because I was like, dang, I can't use Twitch anymore because Twitch keeps dropping when I try to film on my phone. So I decided to just start pre-recording everything instead of doing it live, which honestly is a lot less stressful. But so I have my dry mixture mixed together, and I'm gonna start adding it in little at a time. I don't have my measuring cup like I usually do, so I'm just gonna spoon in a little bit. I gotta get closer. I don't want to drop anything. Alright, and as you can see, look at how lovely it is. Hold on, I really do want to show you. It's not completely mixed together because I still have some things to add. Look at how luscious, bro. Okay. And then, so I have to add my vanilla extract. And you know how I feel about that. Oh. Before I destroy this, let me lock in. Perfect. Okay. And then I have a secret ingredient. So, what you haven't seen is that I had pot of coffee brewing on the side. This hot pot of coffee is supposed to activate the cocoa and the espresso powder that we put into here. And it's supposed to help the cocoa bloom. That's what it's called. It's called blooming the cocoa. And I mean, it'll just activate the espresso powder we have in here. And I'm gonna add it in slowly. I would prefer to add it in this way and not with your wet ingredients, because this will cook the eggs and it will, cook the milk or the Greek yogurt you use. It's just better to add it in when everything else is in here together, so it can protect the wet ingredients, sort of. And after I add this, I'm gonna add in my vanilla. That looks great, doesn't it? It smells amazing too. Ooh, yeah. I feel like whenever you activate the cocoa, you don't need hot coffee to activate it. You just need hot water. Whenever you do, it just makes the cocoa smell and the flavor too. It changes it. That's why I think if I ever make those muffins again, I would definitely add, instead of milk, I would add hot coffee or just hot water. So I decided I'm gonna try to bake it today. And what I want to do is a sheet cake. I wanted to do 2 sheet cakes, and I think I really should have enough to do that. So I've never done this before, so I'm going to look a little stupid trying to put it together. But I'm going to try my best, and we're just going to work with it. First, I'm going to grease the pan with my Crisco and flour mixture to make sure everything is able to come out. And then I'm going to take this parchment paper and lay it down in the center. It covers up a majority of the pan. And it'll kind of stick to this because the Crisco's on it already. Okay, perfect. I feel like this is enough batter. I'm gonna put this in the oven. I have the oven set to 350 degrees. I'm gonna leave this in there for 25 minutes and see if I get a cake. So please cross your fingers for me. This is the first time I'm ever doing something like this. Okay, so the cake is done and it's out of the oven, and I really just want to show you. We almost did it. But look at how good it came out for a first try. It's hot right now. But why I say almost, I did something wrong with the parchment. I feel like the parchment has to be exactly the size of the pan so that it doesn't peel up. That's okay though, because of the if you hear dogs and cats eating in the background, it's because it's their dinner time. Sorry, I just realized that. But also, the big portion of this cake is really good. It's like uniform. It's beautiful. It smells amazing. And I am about to be late for work. So the other parts of this video are gonna have to wait until I can finish the rest of this. I think I'm just gonna throw this in the fridge and let it cool. I have it wrapped up the best that I can, so hopefully this won't dry out or anything. And I'm going to put this in the fridge and let it cool off, and I'll come back to it when I'm ready. I'm literally cleaning up a mess I just fucking made. I need a break.
Sorry.
All right. Today is the big day, the day before. Well, it's actually the day of a birthday that I've been making this cake for. And it is now time to assemble the cake. So this is my cake board. I'm going to bring out one half of the cake, and then I'm gonna do all the stuff. You'll see. Let's get started. I have my cake here. It has been covered with plastic wrap. I just took it off beforehand. I have wax paper on the bottom half of it, or I mean that's the top half, but it doesn't really matter. But my cake board, I'm giving it at least like half an inch on each side for the cake, and I'm gonna just try to center it and plop it on there. Boy. Guys, I'm gonna get the cake on here somehow. Trust me. You may not see it because it may not look pretty, but it's gonna get on here. All right. So it wasn't pretty, but it's on here. Here I have a mixture of sugar water and coffee liqueur, and I was going to put it on the cake to rehydrate it a little bit. So this is the frosting I'm going to be putting in between the layers of cake. I know it's a lot. I made a lot of it. It is sort of a white chocolate cream cheese frosting, and I'm just gonna, nothing fancy, just put a good thick layer of it on here. I want to put the second half on here and then put it in the fridge, but I really feel like this is going to be too squishy. This icing's too squishy. It's too melty right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this into the freezer right now and let it harden up a little bit, and then I'm going to put the second half of the cake on, and then we could try to do the rest of this. All right? Cake's been in the freezer for maybe like, I don't know, like 5 minutes. And the icing's a little bit harder. I'm gonna put this other side of the cake on now. I also have this one with wax paper on it. I'm going to take this and try to just plop it onto the top of this other one. Oh, I hope that works. I already fucked it up. Okay. All right. You know what? Truthfully, I don't think that's a bad lineup. I shouldn't be a barber, but you know, it's all right. I'm panicking a little bit because it doesn't look the way I want it to. I'm going to put some of the sugar water on top of this and put it back into the freezer. All right. So I'm not too psyched about this cake right now. It's pissing me off. It's been in the freezer. It's kind of cold. I'm going to cut off the edges because I'm realizing I plopped it on here wrong, so it's super lopsided. And I'm using a serrated knife because I feel like that's gonna help me out. So this is my chocolate frosting that is separating. It's just separating a whole bunch, and I have more than this, but this is the amount I'm gonna be using right now for the crumb coat, or whatever this is going to end up being. You know what I mean? Because I feel like this is going to be successful. This is looking great already. I'm just going to put this down as a base coat and try to get the top of this and try to get the sides. And then I'm going to throw it back in the freezer, and maybe I decorate it a little bit. I only have a little bit of icing left, but I could always make some more too. It can be like all hope is lost, or I could just keep pushing forward and trying my best and just staying focused, because, you know, if I don't stay focused, I'll mess it up even more. See, look at that. All I needed was some positive vibes. I'm feeling better now. I was so stressed out a second ago. All right, everybody. Welcome back. The raw footage of this video is now reaching 2 hours. And so, I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is the best I can do with shaping and frosting. And oh my gosh, I'm actually really happy with the way it looks. You know, I wish I had enough frosting to do the design on it. I wish I had enough that was a good consistency so that it didn't look chunky and separated. But that's for next time. But right now, what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to clean this up a little bit, and I'm gonna put it back in the freezer and have a few more finishing touches that I want to do maybe and try. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But oh my god, it looks like a fucking cake. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. It looks like a cake. I'm so happy it looks like a cake. So we have the cake, and it is very cold. I heated up some white chocolate, and I'm going to try to maybe write happy birthday on here if I can. Okay. Oh wow, I'm so happy about it. Okay, let's try to do this without dropping my computer onto onto the cake. But look at that! Happy birthday, Isaac! Oh, it looks like a real cake. Wow, I'm so happy about it. Oh wow, this is so. I think it's cute. it's fun. It was fun to make it, but look at. I don't know if you can see all the chocolate pieces. I'm gonna call it a chocolate massacre. It was a lot of fun. Dang, I'm so happy. This is basically it now. I'm gonna box it up and then put it back into the fridge. Oh wow, this was so much fun. It's a cake. I hope it tastes good. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know how the family likes it. It's today. It's later today, his birthday. So, yeah, this is fun. This has been fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, great. I'm gonna box it up now.